right, welcome back to the Halloween show, Ghost Hunt from Casa Vieja. We're not Casa Vieja now. We were. That's where we recorded it.
Right.
Let's say hello to everybody who's at Casa Vieja right now because they're having a listening party out there right now.
Yay, hello.
Cody Polston from Southwest Ghost Hunters. Psychic Cynthia Hess got caught in traffic, but here she is.
Hi, listeners. Hi, listeners.
We got BB over there. We got Gabe in the newsroom. Carlisle in the traffic bunker. All of us witnessed what happened out there.
Yes, we did.
Okay, you have a surprise for her, too.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
We got an EVP on one of her questions. That it's at the end, and it's lower, but there's an answer to her question.
See? Because we thought everything crapped out, remember?
Yeah.
It didn't.
I mean, there was we went back to the other part of the Casa Vieja that I felt had a lot of activity.
Right.
And I kept, especially that room.
Okay, hold that thought. Okay, because we do have something for you that we're going to get to in the 5 o'clock hour.
Wow.
All right, you want to continue? Let's hit it. All right, we are back at Casa Vieja for our ghost hunt this year. Got the whole crew, including Kiki.
Yeah!
She has changed stations for one night.
I know, I'm on the dark side.
Okay, we got Gary and Lindy Soha, the owners of Casa Vieja. So, you have a very interesting story, but you said...
But Linda has one that she didn't tell where she actually had a sighting that I think would be interesting. So let me give it back to Linda for a second.
So you actually had a sighting.
I did, and I was going to ask Cody about this because I understand that seeing something is pretty unusual.
It's rare, supposedly, yeah.
And so it's just very bizarre. But one of the consistent things we've noticed is we have strange things happen when we have art shows in the building. And, Cynthia talked about energy.
Yeah.
And we had a wonderful art show in the building, a tribute show, and this is when this happened. And one room in the building tends to be more consistent as well.
Which room is that?
It's in the very back. I'll have to show it to you. We used to call it the library. It's one of the older rooms, not the oldest, but anyway. So I'm helping this guy hang this art show. He's been hired from Weems to hang this show professionally. And I'm outside gardening, and I come in on a bright sunny day, and I walk into the back room. It's kind of dark. And I look to one side, and I see through the doorway of a very sunny room a shadow. And my first thought was, well, why is the Weems guy way back here when he was working up in the front of the building? So I stop and take off my glasses and walk around the corner. And as I do, I see a foot. Like as if someone was walking away from you and all you caught was the very remnant of they were going through a door of their foot and ankle and the trousers.
Okay, trousers. Is that a shoe on it, a boot on it?
Yes.
Okay.
It had, in fact, I was able to go online and figure out the time frame based on the shoe.
So what was the time frame?
Well, it was it looked like a military or some type of a uniform, a khaki green pant leg.
Wow.
And a brown shoe from the 1930s.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding.
Wow.
And that was all I saw. At the same time, I saw a shadow over my head like a flock of geese had flown over, but I was inside. So, it happened so quickly. And for the longest time, I thought, I didn't see that. And then I can't get the imprint out of my head, so I know I saw it.
But you have a pretty good memory of this.
Well, that's what I mean. You don't see it. It came so totally off the wall that I wouldn't have made that up. So, anyway, it was
and the
pretty
thing
fun.
is, you're right. You see something weird like that.
Yeah. You have to give it some credence.
Process it, and I really didn't see that.
Well, and I went running up to the front of the building, and I asked the guy that was up on the ladder, Did you just come in the back room? I still couldn't believe I'd seen this. He said, no, I've been right here. I said, you don't have an assistant or a friend? No, just us.
Wow.
So that was pretty fun.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now the weird one. Give it back. That was weird enough. All right, Gary, now tell me the story that you told me before. All those years ago.
It was at an art show, and I'm behind the bar minding my own business, and an artist walks up, and, she goes, how's it going? I said, great. She goes, now, you've heard about the finding the body in the wall, right? And I go, hold on, let's go over this for a second. I've got some questions. I said, so what I heard was that they found a priest in the wall, and I'm wondering, they cut a hole from what was the bus station into the bar, and they found a body, is what I heard. And they go, well, okay. I said, well, how do we know it was a priest? Was there a little cross on the bones or what? And she goes, oh, well, no, that's not what happened. And I go, exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Sure.
She goes, it was 2 monks. And I go, wait. You're gonna take my priest and raise me 2 monks.
2 monks?
Yeah, 2, not dual racing monks, right? And I'm going, all right, same question. How did we know they were monks?
Yeah.
They said, well, their arms were crossed across their chest. They were in purple robes, and they had a crucifix. And I go, I want my monks back. I mean, if somebody's finding monks with golden crucifixes, we need them back. We need to put them back where they came from.
So pretty much somebody. Okay, they're gone now, though.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't find them and bring
No.
them back and entomb them in the wall again.
We asked where they went, and they said that UNM had them. And so Linda calls up the anthropology department in a nice, tone and basically said, where are our damn monks? Well, okay, that's not what she said, but it's still, there's no record of anybody.
Okay, where in the building, how old was the part of the building they were found in?
The 1770 part.
Okay, so with the oldest part of the building.
Right.
And of course, this leads to the question is, why would 2 monks or your priests or whatever been entombed in your walls?
Well, unfortunately, it's a little bit of a believable story in that something that a lot of people don't realize is that Corrales originally flooded every year because there weren't the levees that are between here and the river, so it would flood every year. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the buildings would be washed away, and the vigas would go down to the river, and it was a right. You'd go down, pick up the vigas, come back, and build your building back. So one of the things that became popular, like the old church here in Corrales, they were tired of losing their cemetery to the floods, so they built a stone foundation box, essentially, and they buried people underneath the floors of the church.
Right.
So it's not that far of a stretch to say, let's put them in the walls to keep them from floating away. Wow. So that's the only explanation I've heard that seems to be plausible. Now, another, fun story where, again, the artists are sort of the most fun. They came up and they said, okay, so what's the deal with the keystone? And I go, I don't know what you mean. They go, well, look at the floor. He said, do you ever, vacuum the floor or mop the floor? I go, well, about 10,000 times.
Sure.
And he goes, well, haven't you ever noticed? And I go, noticed what? He goes, the keystone. And I go, no. He goes, well, what? And so he took me into what we call the chapel. And he said, well, see how all of these little stones are angular, little square stones? I said, yeah. He goes, so what's the deal with this one? There's basically a 3-foot stone, which is a hell of a big stone, and it's shaped like a keystone. Okay. And I look at it and I go, wow, that's incredible. And I said, and it seems to be pointing over to that wall. And he goes, exactly. And I go, well, what are you thinking? He goes, I'm thinking we're going to make some money. He goes, we're going to do a reality show, the lifting of the stone. If Geraldo can do it with the vault, and there was nothing in it, we can do it with the stone. Yeah. And I looked at it and I go, is it just me, or does that kind of look like a little tiny coffin? No. We're not doing that. We're leaving it right there.
Oh, wow.
But I said, it does point over to there. And he said, I've been told there's a golden Madonna in the wall somewhere. And so maybe it's pointing to that. And I go, well, I'll tell you what I know for sure is that, I've cut into these walls quite often.
Yeah.
And when I cut into the money gets sucked in, and I've never seen any gold fall out.
Right, okay.
So that's what I know for sure.
So we're going to do this now. We're going to go around with Cody with you,
right?
When Carl with the EVP machine,
right?
Okay, and we're going to try to pick up some ghost voices, right?
Correct.
That's the plan. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you. Do you want the lights off, the lights on? What do you want?
It doesn't matter.
Why doesn't it matter?
Well, actually, almost 50% of the ghost sightings happen during the daytime, so it doesn't have to be dark or night. No.
Then why in the hell did you take me on all those ghost hunts like at midnight with all the lights out, and you're making me do this? I could have been in bed.
Well, we do need it quiet, and it's quieter at night, isn't it? And then you can take me out for dinner and buy me a beer, and
yeah, you usually do get fed from these things. That's right, true.
So see, I'm being smart.
Okay, so it's actually quieter at night.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, Gary, where are we going?
We're going to the west part of the building, which is where one of the two hotspots for sightings, as well as where Linda was talking about seeing the foot. That's where she saw it, was back there. We've had other investigations which actually recorded little girls singing folk songs in French, which is a little hard to fake. So it's a hot spot back there. It's also on the way to the brewery.
What's with the French history here?
There were French nuns here at one time.
You said that. I remember. I'm sorry. It's the beer. Sorry.
Like I say, when I listened to the playback and there's a little girl singing Farah Jacques, that was a little hard for me to explain as a door, or my stomach was rumbling.
Okay, so this is back here where we're going. Okay, and then the person in military garb is back here as well.
And it's also where the painting was found.
This is freaking me out, man.
That's good. You scared?
Beer back there. So.
Okay, so in here, right? Let me get Carl up here because he's got the machine, and I got the entire crew here from the radio station too. So I told every single one of them to come up with a question for the ghost. Since well, you don't even know which ghost it is. I mean, this could be ghosts of little girls or a military guy or whatever.
You never know. Monks.
That is a bizarre looking gizmo. What is that thing?
That's called re-EVP is the name of it.
It's fine.
Okay, so do we need to put a microphone near that thing when we do
we
this?
will.
Okay.
So you can ask the question, and I'll put it near the speaker.
Okay, I do. Is there anybody back here who would like to have a conversation with us? Is there a reason why you don't want to talk with us?
Are you lonely?
That was a very heartfelt question. I like that question. That was a good one.
Are you happy?
What the hell was that? Where'd that come from?
Play that back again.
Wait, who? Put the mic in your face. No, in your face.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
That's what it just recorded.
That was a human voice.
So the first one was the answer to the first question. The second one's the answer to the second question.
Okay, the first question was, is anybody back here who wants to speak with us?
Right.
Like it said in this room.
It's a female. It's a female voice. That's freaky.
Doesn't it kind of sound like a child in a way, the way it's pronouncing words?
All right, Gabe, you got to ask a question. I mean, if everybody in this room,
we need to bring up. Though.
What's that? So
he just told me a story about something they saw back here.
Okay.
So can you tell that to him again?
Yeah, come on over here.
Because that window is by the bar, right?
Yeah, that was another story where we have a hard time keeping our employees, as everybody does this. So we really value our employees a lot.
Yeah.
So we try not to freak them out. And so my brewer is here, and he was in the bar, and he looked from the bar into this room through that window, and he saw a lady carrying a basket of geraniums. And he said, well, he calls Linda immediately and says, is there somebody in the building carrying flowers? And Linda said, no, there's nobody in the building, Michael. And only because we gave him beer did he consent to stay. But a woman carrying geraniums in this room.
Right, now, so it's like one of those things you find hard to believe because we just heard something, and I never in my life thought we would ever get anything on this thing, and we just got two responses.
Yeah.
All right, explain it. You're the guy. What is it?
Carl's lower intestine from the burrito. Dude, I don't know.
But that's not.
It sounds like
it was a female voice. I don't know what they said, but it was a female voice. Actually, this is, I think, one of the few times I've ever gone out with Cody that we've actually possibly gotten something at a ghost hunt. We heard a female voice. Gary, tell people where we are.
Well, we're in the back of the building, the west part of the building, and we're right outside of the brewery. This is the area that was a prep kitchen. It was also apartments. It was also a psychiatric hospital. That's the area that we're in here.
Okay, and a woman carrying a basket of geraniums apparently was seen in this room.
Correct.
Okay, now, Gabe, come here. So, there is a French history. Yeah. No, I'm not going to listen to me. This makes sense. There's a French history here with French nuns, and I'm just saying maybe if you ask a question in French, maybe something will happen. You willing to do that?
Okay.
Okay, we need you to ask a question in French.
Mon ami, vous parlez français? Ouvrez la porte.
Okay. Absolutely nothing.
How about
Hold on. Let's do it again. Can we reset? Okay. This is the EVP machine we're using, the electronic voice phenomenon machine. All right. Ready? All right, go for it.
should we fear death?
Oh, for God's sakes.
What the hell was that?
That was different.
What the hell?
was that?
Play that again.
Holy crap, you got an emotional response out of from that question. Play that again. What did you say? Should we fear death, right?
Sounds like kids.
I'm leaving this room. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. All right, let's do it. Kiki, you got one? You're not.
Kiki's like, forget you, TJ.
All right.
I don't want him to follow me home.
That last one was creepy.
weird. Yeah,
that was weird. Yeah. So you insightful son of a.
So why don't we move around to the other room?
Okay, you and me are out of this room now. So
Yeah.
what was that? In your
I don't
personal
know.
opinion, what was it?
This technology's new,
Okay.
and it's more effective. It's designed to pick up voices that are happening in that really the lower range.
Yeah.
And then it does all the processing and everything automatically.
Yeah.
So that's why we're able to listen to it real time.
Okay, so are you going to still go back and like trying to listen to this? And
I want to try to understand what they're saying. Are they saying, did it reply in French?
yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
That
So
first
can
one-
you clean it up and see if?
Yeah,
you
I can try to do that.
Okay, that was weird.
I know.
That was really weird. I mean, dude. I mean, of all the years we've done this, that's one of the weirder things that's happened.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, listen.
And dude, 2 in a row? What, 3? 3 in a row.
Yeah, I know. Instantaneous responses. I got chills listening to that again. All right, now we're back live time.
Right.
Live radio right now. Gabe, I don't know what it was about you, man, but you were the man.
Well, it might have been my breath. I don't know.
And I don't know, Cynthia, I don't know if you noticed this or not. After that happened, even Cody over here, you could hear in his voice, you got excited.
Well, yeah, if we get something interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, to me, it was disturbing because to me, it was the people that were locked in a room.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you what you thought that was.
I thought it was the psychiatric, aspect of that building, and I felt that they locked people in a room and just brought in food or whatever.
What did you understand at all what that utterance was?
It's too overdriven. If it's in French, I don't know French, but in English, when I put it in and I'm looking at, we're talking formants and all that.
I got it. You want to hear it again?
Yeah, do it again.
Should we fear death?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
You're stressed for sure.
Stress.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, if you listen to that and you listen as it continues after that, not only you were excited, the whole room kind of inhale, like at the same time, and then everybody freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Except for you. You were calm as
TJ. Who left the room promptly.
I did not. But so you think
I'm used to it.
because that was a psychiatric hospital back then, and that's what you got.
That's what I felt, and I felt that there were other people behind that voice.
Okay.
But it's like it's almost like they're trying to get out.
All right, Gabe, you asked the question, man. What's your impression?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of stunned, and I'm not sure. I mean,
Right.
how can you define it?
Right. Yeah. And Carlisle, you wet yourself how many times?
Once or twice.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We have more EVPs. Did we get more?
A lot more.
A lot.
Okay, this is our ghost hunt. I want to welcome everybody over from Casa Vieja who are out there right now doing a listener party.
All right.
Listening to the ghost hunt at Casa Vieja. Hold on. All right, we are back at our ghost hunt at Casa Vieja in Corrales. TJ Trout and the entire crew. We're going to get to Cynthia Hess in a minute because I said we're going to go around with her too, do similar things. I would imagine, I would imagine there will be a different response from Cynthia. Gary, where are we?
We're in the Blue Room, and like I said, this was the Ghost Superhighway on other investigations we've done. So this was Cora Hennington's bedroom originally. If you notice on the wall there's a carved out headboard for her bed there. You can notice that. Linda, the gentleman that found the painting in the wall had a great story, is that he would had a woman that he called Lucille that he danced with in this room, and he brings her flowers. And again, being the skeptic, we thought, well, that's, a little odd. Well, he brought a flower for his dance partner, and we left it on the windowsill there. And after about 4 or 5 days, it was still in perfect condition. It hadn't wilted or dried out at all. So, great stories.
Okay, well, there you go. So, supposedly there's a female in here, BV.
Yes, we can feel it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Cynthia, do you feel a female presence in here? I can't talk to you. You just say yes or no. More male to her. Okay. Are we ready with the machine? Okay.
All right.
Still ready to go? Is it running? Okay, we got the EVP machine running. BV, go ahead.
What do you remember?
What the hell was that?
That sounded like old music, didn't it?
That was music. Play that again. It's like a banjo music and a crowd. I mean, okay, let me ask you something. Could that be coming from somewhere else around here? Where else could that be coming from? Is there like another establishment somewhere around here?
There's a bar 2 doors down that could have music.
Yeah, we wouldn't pick that up in here.
It's hard to hear through a 2-foot thick wall.
Okay, Carlisle, you got a question.
Are you happy?
Didn't work, man.
Yeah.
All right, Kiki, it's your turn.
What's your name?
Where did that music come from, if that was you, and do you like flowers? Let's go back to the other room. All right, in your opinion, why the music? Why the banjo music and the crowd
I don't know what
noise?
the song is.
Anybody else got a question? Gabe, you want to try one?
Did Lucille really know love?
I think we scared them off. If something was in here.
Trying, but it didn't.
Yeah, there was like something there with Gabe again. But we either cut it off or it just... We're back live, by the way. Listen to that. Okay, we were trying to think, what song was that? What song was that? And then you think, well, we thought for a second it was Oh My Darling Clementine.
Yeah.
But then listening to it now, that's not what it sounds like.
Yeah, that would be the key, because then what year that was composed in is going to, kind of...
I looked it up. Clementine, My Darling Clementine was composed in 1884. Yeah. So it could possibly, if that was that, but listening to that there, I just changed my mind.
Sounds similar, don't you?
There you go. Let's hear it again.
Here, do it again. Man,
I don't know the whole tune, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that the solo in the middle?
A bunch of people
Well, it's interesting. Now, one of the things you both were talking about before was places and time possibly having memories. So is that what we just could have gotten a slice of right there? Was just kind of a quick photograph of something that was always that went on there that this keeps repeating?
It's possible. I mean, I know a lot of ghost hunters that will play old music to try to get a response.
Yeah.
During investigations and stuff. So it might be something like that.
But the other thing is that this is the only recording that we have.
Right, but we had the box back there later, and it got a second clip in the same room. That's music,
right,
and it was old piano music.
Mm-hmm. It was different from this music you just heard.
Right.
So it's piano music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, I talked about that place, that it was like added on a room here, and this went on here, and then that was the hospital. That was, something else, and it was all like pieced together.
Yeah.
So it all has a separate kind of an energy and a reaction.
Well, totally different than what we got in the back of the building.
Yeah.
The west side of the building.
Exactly.
Then you come up here and it's more
party time.
Yeah, party time. I mean, it's funny because when I heard that initially, it was my initial reaction, BV. I don't know if I laughed almost uproariously. I think, okay, this is fake. This is
I thought this is a trick.
Yeah, this is a trick. But then
I did it again, and in the same room. But we'd moved around, as people are going to hear.
Yeah.
Got other EVPs, and then went back there, and the same thing happens in the same room, and it's music.
That's trippy.
That's just, okay. Yeah.
This is the ghost hunt from Casa Vieja that we recorded. TJ Trout, BV, Gabe, we got Michael Carlisle, all there. Cody Polston from Southwest Ghost Hunters, Cynthia Heth, our psychic. And again, they're listening right now out at Casa Vieja with a listening party. We got one more. You guys are going to hear coming up next. Hold on. We are back. Thanks for listening. TJ Trout and the crew. Linda's here with us. So we're in the main room of the house of the restaurant. So there is phenomenon in here that has happened. What normally happens in this room?
Well, on several occasions, I think you mentioned something in your talk about repetition and patterns. And so that's what's interesting about this space right at this end is on 3 different occasions with other investigations, there has been a child's voice. It was a little girl, based on the response we got, looking for her grandparents or a grandmother or grandfather. Okay. And it was consistent all 3 times we did it with different people and different situations. So,
you know what's interesting about that? We're just down the way from where we got that, what we thought was a child's voice. So it's kind of almost the same area. And I didn't know that.
All right. Let's do this.
Creepy.
Okay. We ready to go?
Who's asking a question?
Okay. So.
Okay, go for it.
All right. I'm talking to the little girl right now, wondering if you have found your grandparents yet. They don't like me. All right, who's more child friendly in here? Kiki, you are less threatening than anyone. Okay.
I am.
All right, let's try this again.
Have you found your grandparents yet?
Okay. We'll play that again.
Yeah, What do you think?
I can't make it out. Can you?
Play it again. No.
Hello. You're right. That sounds like that, don't it? Now you hear it.
Well, you gotta take that back and replay that and see if we can clean that up.
Hello, am I on? It did sound kind of like a little girl, though, right?
Whoever it is, she's apparently media savvy. Yeah. So, Carlisle, since you're closest here, you got one?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, here we go.
Are you lost?
That's all right.
That's weird.
Oh, there's something else there. Hold on. Gabe, you're turning in the barrel. You got to do one.
Chica, dígame, ¿dónde están sus abuelos?
Something there. What do you hear?
Sounds like dough.
What did you ask?
I just asked her in Spanish where her grandparents are.
I don't know.
Strange.
Okay, we got Cynthia Hess over here. All right, what are you making of all this?
I think it's really good data. The equipment is amazing, and there's activity here. Like I said, I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. All right, hold on. You ready?
Are all the children still playing with you?
Why did you tell me to get out?
Play that. Oh my God! Play that again.
Why did you tell me to get out?
That is a child. What did you get there?
Someone told me to get out.
Someone told me to get out. I just got chills on that one.
Let her ask one.
Do you feel safe where you are?
Yeah, where are you? Where are you?
Okay, something's going on here. Let's do another one.
Are you lost? Do you need help?
That was a one-word answer. Do that again. One more time. Okay, I think we all think you just said help me. What can we do to help you?
What's your name?
I don't know.
Moon.
Let's try it again.
What's your name? Moon.
Find my mom.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Well, this is weird because everybody in this room at this point is speechless.